What up, people? It's your best friend, Mitsuhed. How is everybody? Spring is coming. All that white stuff on the ground is finally melting. At least it is around me, southeast Pennsylvania and United States. And you know that green stuff that's usually on the ground, that grass, I believe it's called. It's actually showing again. It's a Christmas miracle in February. It's wonderful. Anywho, I just want to do some updates about my channel and what's going on lately. Just a nice, fun game on what's this level called? Panama. You figure I know what the names of the maps are called, being that I mention them every time, and I type them out in the title. But I'm just retarded. But anyway, it's just a little bit of scout sniping with two friends of mine on my friends list. Look, did you see that shot right there? That's a couple things I just want to mention about this game. That shot right there was right in his face. There's a medic across the way. He's giving me problems. You know, he won't let up. So I just shot him right in the face. No hit mark or anything. He's tossing a grenade over there like he's slick or something. And then there's this. Wait, here it is. Maybe it's this one. Then there's this other shot. I think it's right here, where I completely miss him, and I get the kill. This one right here. I so missed that shot. And if you compare the two, if you go back, if you want, it's up to you. If you go back and compare the two, I don't really know what was going on. My voice just cracked. I don't really know what's going on with the servers today, or this day. But anywho, so just a little fun round of scout sniping. The guys in my squad, I do not know them. They are randoms, but I team up with two people from my friends list, Peasant Kitten and Ohio, and just two good players. Kitten was sniping with me, tearing things up, so it was nice to have him in the squad. But anyway, so updates. First and foremost, one of my buddies that I usually play Battlefield with, I consider him probably the best Battlefield player that I know of. He's wiped the floor with me plenty of times, and you know, that should be enough to get your attention, because I've been playing this game for a long time, and you know, I'm pretty decent at it, but he definitely gives me a run for the money. He's good, if not better. But he just made a channel. His gamer tag is MC Reds, and his YouTube name is Bullet Ride. Bullet Ride still makes me laugh. But anyway, he just made a channel, and he just bought a Black Magic Intensity. I believe that's what it's called. Basically, if you want HD gaming to record with, you have to go with a PVR or the Black Intensity Pro. I forget what it's called. Sorry, Reds. I completely forget. But yeah, he just got one of those, and he's a very good player. He just got a microphone and everything. So if you guys wouldn't mind checking out his videos, subscribe to him. You know, show him some support. And he's a buddy of mine. I'd appreciate it. Now, basically, if any of you are subscribed to Game Informer, and I'm sure you've already heard about Battlefield 3, first direct sequel since Battlefield 2. Now, these are things that I've learned recently, that the bad companies were not sequels; they were spin-offs. I thought they were their own games, but apparently they're spin-offs of 2. If you ask me, it's kind of weird, because I've played Battlefield 2, and it's nothing like Bad Company. Bad Company seems to be their own games, and they very might. Ugh, why can't I say that? They might be. I'm trying to talk fancy here. Meh. They might be, but I don't know. They're their own games, if you ask me. So as far as Battlefield 2 and the order, I don't really know how it goes. It doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of talking all things Battlefield. But for those of you who are subscribed to Game Informer, you know that they did the cover story, and you know, it's a good cover story. Mostly covered the single player scenarios in the single player, which I wasn't really that interested in. I don't really know why they put all that in there. Maybe that's all they had. That's okay though. You know, I was grateful for it. But as far as changes go with the multiplayer, it looks like that, you know, there's going to be jets. My first reaction to the jets were that it was going to be some kind of kill streak that was going to be borrowing from Call of Duty. Now, I'm not saying I would mind this. I'm not saying I would hate it. You know, I think Battlefield can stand on its own. I don't think that DICE needs to top Infinity Ward or whoever, Treyarch, whoever is going to be developing the games once all the squabbling's done. I don't really think DICE needs to aim for Call of Duty. Do they sell more? Yes. You know, the golden rule is whoever has the gold rules. That's the mighty dollar is, you know, the almighty dollar is what people clamor over, and I realize the money is the most important thing as far as a developer goes because it's their job. I understand that, but with this game as many copies as it's sold, I think it's, you know, if they can move forward without looking, you know, at Call of Duty, because I don't know. For all you Call of Duty fans, I'm sure you love the game, and you know, but I don't know. Again, it don't really do much for me, so I'm gonna limit it at that, and not turn this into some crapshoot about Call of Duty, because games don't really do much for me. Single players are great, but multiplayer is meh. Anyway, now you start thinking about a new Battlefield game, which is out October 2011 this year, I believe. I could be wrong in the month, but I do believe it's out this year. Start thinking about the changes that you want. Now, I could think about a whole bunch of changes. Most of them are minor, though. The core game of Battlefield 2, or Bad Company 2, is, in my opinion, spectacular. It's pretty much flawless, if you ask me. Now, some people are going to be like, well, flawless? What are you talking about? You're smoking crack, kid. Well, I just might, but to me, the game is ruined occasionally because of the players, really. I mean, the game to me is just, there's really nothing wrong with it. I have fun with this game just as much as I did when I first got it. Now, that has a lot to do with who you play with, how many people you have to play with. That's a huge thing. So, you know, I still have fun with this game, despite the lack of maps for a very long time, but there are some new maps, obviously, so that's a good thing. But as far as changes, obviously little things, getting the menus right, little things. Again, excuse me, I just ate a little bit of dinner, so excuse me. Getting little things done, like the knife, for instance, that's a big thing, if you ask me. That's not a little thing. Menus is a big thing, is a little thing. The knife is a big thing to me. I know it's probably lag, I know it's connections, or whatever excuse there is, you know, whenever somebody dies at a game, it's always lag. Lag's always the problem. Lag's like this horrible, horrible thing that nobody can possibly contain, and it ruins everybody's day, every second of their day, so. But anyway, all in all, when I want to stab somebody, and I stab them, I want them to die, and I want their tags immediately. So, that's all I gotta say about that. The knifing, I like the knifing in Battlefield. In the first Bad Company, it was more of a slash, more of a Call of Duty slash, I guess if you could call it that. But in this game, I like it. It's more of a stab. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. It feels like there's weight behind the knife that you just, it's a nice snipe, the knife that you just stab somebody with. But when it doesn't work, and they turn around and stab you, that's frustrating. That's really frustrating, because me, I like getting knife kills. I like getting people's tags. If I haven't gotten your tag already and we're on Xbox, I want them. How many tags it is, whatever. But that's definitely one thing. Customizing. Now, I like to customize things. I like to customize it to my taste, to, you know, if I'm going to put squirrel on my gun, because that's part of my gamer tag, I would love to do that. Now, is it absolutely necessary? No, it isn't. Is it something fun to do? Is it something that I think would be nice? Absolutely. Customization is always fun, especially when you get into a game a lot, especially when you devote a lot of your time to that game. You want to be able to make it your own in a way, as much as you can. So, you know, custom loadouts, obviously, visual changes on the gun, you know. One of the specs, the second spec is, what is it, you know, it allows you to aim without more recoil. If there is a, you know, if that spec is up, there should be attachment, there should be, you know, something on your gun that shows that, you know, there should be a visual cue to see what you have attached, you know, like in Halo, what they did with Reach, or maybe they did it with 3. I can't remember when they actually implemented it, but you know, you could see what the person had by the weapon on their back. I think that would be kind of cool to see that in this game. You know, you could see what spec they have equipped. Same goes with vehicles, you know, as much as I can, not to clog up the gameplay or with anything that's unnecessary, but I think that would be kind of cool. But that's just me, you know, if I like customization, so there's that. What else do I have here? I have everything written down. Game modes. Now, again, this is going to be a sequel to Battlefield 2. Now, as far as rush goes, I'm sure they're going to have some kind of rush in this, and they better have Conquest, because Conquest is, you know, meat and potatoes of Battlefield. So, but other game modes would be nice. I love in this game that they put in Squad Deathmatch. Always like that, you know, Squad Rush. Sure, if you like it. I don't really play it too much, but I don't know. More game modes would be nice as a change for Battlefield 3. Again, I'm not the developer. I don't get paid to do it, so I'm not really sure what there should be. King of the Hill, you know, whatever cookie cutter game mode that somebody would implement in a new game. Right there, I got careless because Sheppy came over and just opening the door to let him in. So that's why I was just sitting there. But and then we played some Dead Space after this, which is awesome. I already said that before, but I just want to say it again. What was I saying? Oh yeah, game modes, you know. And again, not to borrow from Call of Duty, not to be, you know, doing everything according to that game, but, you know, more game modes would be nice. That's just something that I feel would be necessary in keeping people playing the game. And not last, but certainly not least, maps. Now, in the interview that Game Informer did with DICE, I think it was their multiplayer director of multiplayer, something like that. They did say that they didn't expect the game to be this popular as popular as it was, and you know, that's why they didn't make too many maps. I can certainly relate, and not relate, but sympathize with being shocked by your success. But yeah, they definitely need to put in more maps, lots more maps, classics, Strike at Kirkland, okay, whatever it is from Battlefield 2. I hear PC players drool over that game from Battlefield 2. I never played it, but I'm sure that everybody would go nuts, and I'm sure it's a great map. I just wish I played it once to experience the awesomeness that is that map, because people just they just rant and rave about that map. So that would be nice to play. You know, some definitely some more maps from the first Bad Company. Will they be implemented in this game? Hopefully. I would like to see some. I mean, I know this game is about a year old, give or take. Can't really remember what the exact date is of the release. Maybe it was February 1st or 2nd, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. Anywho, so yeah, those are some of the changes that I would love to see. You know, better ways to deal with helicopters. If you ask me, I'm an infantry guy. I've said it before. Now, there is ways to counter just about every perk that people have, but I don't know. When somebody's circle strafing with a helicopter and they have the smoke spec, and you actually manage to put a tracer on them, and I'm not too bad at putting tracers on helicopters. You know, it's just something you learn through practice. But you know, when they have smoke on, you're like, oh, I finally got the tracer on them, and they just hit the smoke button and take care of it. It's just like, all right, well, that's a bunch of bull crap. So I don't know. You know, if these jets that are not an actual kill streak, if they're actually going to be in the game like it seems like they're going to be, you know, if they're going to fly slow enough that you can target them, you know, hopefully they don't become too powerful. Again, one of the most annoying things is having a good game and then getting somebody that's a vehicle whore to circle strafe everything. It's very annoying. You know, eventually you will get a Gustav. They will get a Gustav in their face, but you know, how many deaths and how many times it takes to succeed in doing that, it just kind of gets annoying. But again, there's some people out there like, well, you suck because you can't actually hit people with the Gustav. Yeah, probably, but that's just the way I feel about it. So there, I mentioned it. Now, I don't know if you guys have any comments, any concerns for the new Battlefield, which I hope you'll be excited about since you're listening to me right now. Voice them. Well, don't voice them, but type them down in the comment box below, and let me know, because I always like hearing people's opinions. I always like reading reviews that people write for movies that I like, TV shows that I like. I don't know. I like hearing other people's opinions, even if they are wildly different and completely different from mine. And you can have your own distorted opinion. You can be wrong. It's fine, but I still would love to hear it. And I'm just kidding. Everybody's wrong, so I'm just messing around. But again, Peasant Kitten and Ohio, thank you for this game. It was very nice of them to join, and this game should be coming to a close soon. It's a very long game. It's very hard to try to think of stuff to talk about for 18 minutes or whatever it was. But anywho, hope you guys have a wonderful week. That'd be about it. I'm gonna start a new. Oh yeah, updates. I almost forgot all my updates. The Let's Play. I'm still having trouble implementing the. I want to do the Let's Play live. I don't really see any other way to do it. I want to play the game live, whatever that game may be. Halo, which is what I want to do, but I'm having trouble doing that, because I have a headset and it's not really working out too well. So if anybody knows how to do that, do a live commentary with PVR, let me know, because I'm having trouble doing it. Again, I'm really not the greatest with computers, but that's just something that I've been trying to do, and trying to get a Let's Play out to you guys. And I'm gonna start a new series titled, well, it's a rough title, but guns that I hate, guns that I love to hate. That's gonna be the gist of it, and it's gonna be the guns that I never use, and you're gonna see me do horrible with them or do really good with them. I don't know, it depends. The one gun I was gonna do was the MG36 because of its scope, which I didn't like before, but I've been using now with lightweight and on Russian. It is a beast. But the thing I don't like about it is that that view. You can't see people coming up on your peripheral, so you get knifed using that gun a lot. I know I do, but whoop, I just hit my keyboard. Sound like thunder probably. But again, saying goodbye again. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Bullet Ride. Subscribe, comment on his videos. Just watch him. He's a good guy. I know him. He's really good at Battlefield. So just that'd be nice. Said I would help him out and throw him some support. So there it is, and you guys have a wonderful week, and God bless. Peace.